Hello, all. Welcome to another edition mail call. Actually, after this one, all I have coming is three things from eBay, which is two things of video games and GI Joe parts for a second claw. Because I got the Fun School Claw, which is missing parts, so I got that coming. And then from Wish, I have a knife and a Doctor Who pocket watch coming. The knife is from a butterfly knife from one of the video games my daughter plays. Let's get right down to this box unboxing, which I'll be end up shooting these videos for. Wow, you pack these good. That's good. Another glass set I got. And this is Harry Potter. It's Hufflepuff, whatever the hell it is. This past week on eBay, there was ridiculous amount of. I mean, I looked into my book. I couldn't find prices on it. But there was a Wonder Woman glass for taking down Ares. And when it was said and done, some guy paid over $2,000 for the glass. I was like, holy crap. My wife was like, what the hell's wrong with the people? And I'm like, I got no clue. There's Gryffindor. I hate packing peanuts, but I'm just gonna. I got these out now, so let me just. Then there was a Superman one with Krypton exploding. And all it was his pose from the normal glass with the chains breaking. They had on the other side Krypton exploding. And that sold for over $1,000, like 1,500. And then, of course, I had on the list, too, I was watching the Mighty Mouse glass, which that book's for the price got to have from 2,000, booked it at 250. That sold for 360 after shipping. For my glass sets, though, I don't need many glasses for what I have, what I really want done. Since I picked up the Care Bear set, glass-wise, glasses, all I need is two 78 marble glasses, one super power glass, and there's Ravenclaw. But I need two Nutella glasses, which that's simple to remember. I need Wonder Woman. No, I know I need Green Lantern. I actually have the list there because glass-wise, down to four, I need four 16-ounce glasses. Space Mouse, Andy Pandy, Wally Wallace, and Cuddles. And I'll have all the Walter Lantz glasses done. Then I need Superpowers Green Lantern, Nutella Green Lantern, I think it's, and Nutella Wonder Woman. Now that I saw those other 77 superhero, I knew I needed a Wonder Woman breaking change. That was a promo. That was never put out as the set. It was supposed to be the eighth glass, but they never made it. There are promos of it floating around. Last time it was on eBay, it sold for $200. But then I just saw that Wonder Woman glass that I didn't have, and that Superman glass, which I'll probably never get them because I'm not paying $5,000 for glasses. If I had $5,000, I'd buy a Showcase 22 and get my first appearance of Green Lantern, which that'll never happen. I make $12,000 a year, so I do pretty good buying what I can because with what I have, if I could just sell a lot of my doubles, I'd be good. Because a lot of people think I'm rich. I mean, I try to buy lots or sets that are cheap. Like this set here I paid $30 for it, and I actually thought it wasn't bad because normally glasses sell for $10 a glass. That's like pretty much rule of thumb. But then you have the glasses that come out like Tomb Tumbler. They're like $25 that they want per glass new. Uh, Set wise, I'm still kicking around. Do I want the four Goonie glasses? Which the Goonies was my aunt's movie. My aunt uh, Gladys loved that movie, and I kept thinking about I should get that set, you know. But I still need one Battlestar Galactica glass, two 1966 glasses for the Batman. I have Batman and Robin, but I don't have Joker and Penguin, and they were actually the expensive ones out of the set. Um, then I was like looking at other stuff. I have all the glasses though on my air hockey table, and I want to rip apart the bar soon. But my settlement fell through. They wanted me to resign, and the way my lawyer wrote it, it was supposed to be. I was supposed to get this. I was supposed to go on disability, apply for disability retirement, and they wanted me to resign, and I'm like, I'm not going to resign because resign means I quit, and by any time you quit something, you're not entitled to what they owe you. So I'm like, no. So that ain't going to happen. So they'll have to pay me for 3 more years until it runs out. Then I'll go on disability retirement. I wish I could actually get a job because I only make $10 and some cents an hour. I could actually, if it wasn't for my back, I could find a job making $15 an hour. It's crazy. I'm basically living on poverty level, and my wife works 3 jobs. I take care of the kids and do what I can with them. And you know, me and my hobby, this is the only thing that keeps me happy. I've been trying to get I've been playing a lot of Atari games, trying to get them done. And like as usual, buy lots. I just purchased another lot because Pitfall 2, they want 20 some dollars just for that cartridge alone. And I got the lot for $32. 24 games, and Pitfall 2 was in it. You know, it's like crazy because I got right now I have over 300. Speaking of Atari, I got over 300 Atari game cartridges that are in my collection, and I have a list of all the ones that are missing the manuals because I try to get the game cartridge and manual. I have up for sale on Facebook, on the Facebook Marketplace in my area. I have probably about 200 doubles. I mean, I got like 15 copies of Combat. Not like these are the most common ones I have: Asteroids, Combat. I gotta have probably close to 7 copies of ET, Pac-Man, Defender, Missile Command. Are pretty much the big ones that I have a bunch of. But there are some games that like now I have 2 copies of Kool-Aid Man for sale at $11 a cartridge. Because I put them up by what the going price is, and if I get the price, I did because when I get them, I clean the cartridge to the best I can. If the label's not falling off, I glue it down, try to get it as clean as possible. I cleaned the cartridge inside with I got the pin cleaner, the connection cleaner for like brass and copper and stuff, and then I wiped the hole down with Q-tip and alcohol to clean all the dirt off of it. In fact, the one guy who came and he bought 6 cartridges off, 6 or 7 games off me, and he gave me $60. He told me that all my games are in beautiful shape, and I sold him all the games I sold him actually had manuals because I got a stack of manuals like this that as I go, any cartridge that I go through them, and if I have the manual, I put the manual within, and that's why I price them how much it costs, because believe it or not, some manuals are expensive. I paid for that Porky's manual a couple videos ago. I think I paid $9 for the manual for Porky's, and then I ended up getting another one in a lot. It's just that when I was looking for them, it wasn't there, and I need a ton of different manuals for different games. Um, I'll show one of these days. I'm just gonna do a video of just what I have of Atari cartridges, and I have a lot of, because of buying lots, I have a lot of variations of the cartridges. Like, there's like text numbered, then there's text, then there's the artwork ones, and then you have some of them that broke off. You actually that did when Sears had their telegames, which was just Atari, just different named. They had their own games, and so all they did was take the Atari game, and a lot of them were renamed, like Maze Craze, right? It was Maze, you know. Home Run was baseball. That's all they did. So I actually have a lot of the telegames versions, cartridges. I just put in my collection. Eventually, I'm going to build a rack up on the ceiling, going away from the center, and I'm going to probably see how many games I can put up there, because I want to make them to where just the cartridges fit. Because like I said, I got 300 Atari 2600 cartridges. I have 10 or 11 loose cartridges for the 7800. My 5200, I'm trying to get all my 5200 games complete in the box, because I actually have more box games than I do loose cartridge games for the 5200, so I figured it's easier to just go that way. 7800 though, I have like 10 games loose and like 7 games in the box, so that I don't care. But all my Intellivision games are complete in the box, which I need one box for Microsurgeon. But all those games are up over here. I'll let me flip it around and show, because too much non-room. Like, here's all my Atari games. They're stacked on top of my Xbox One. But this stack, and the bottom of the white ones are all my Atari 2600 games, except for the line there. This is what I have of loose 7800 games, and this is what I have of ColecoVision, which just got James Bond 007. The guy said it was an Atari game. It wasn't. It was a ColecoVision game. It was in with them. And same thing with Nova Blast. You watched my video yesterday. That came in with an Atari lot. But see, here's what I'm talking about. Like here, the game. Numbered Starship, which this, I think, and it was, I don't know, I think this was a Telegames, but I'm not sure. But like here, you have both copies of Star Raiders. Normal, and then the Sears Telegames. All it has is Telegames on it. I have like here's also two. White cartridge of Mousetrap. Red cartridge of Mousetrap. And then two different night drivers. Then I have Outlaw, which is original text, and then the picture version. And if you got the Sears Telegames version, they released it as Gunslinger, and I have that version too. But that's all these. When you come over here, I actually have to order, next time I get paid, I got to order plastic cases for Intellivision size A boxes. Because this is what I have of my Atari, is up top, and then my Intellivision goes across there. I have a few doubles in the box complete that I'll see about trying to get rid of. But then there's my Atari 5200 boxed. Some of the games are over here too. I actually have to put them away. I have two of them that's got to get put over. And then, but I have to come make shelves. That's my next thing to do, is get my entertainment center ripped apart, build a new one. Because right now it's like I'm running out of running out of space. I have this plastic tote here. That's all the stuff to take care of manuals and some boxes. This is where I store all my manuals. I don't know if I showed this off before. If I did, I'm getting forgetful, but they're all in plastic sleeveys. And then I have there's some of them you'll see different versions. There's like, here's the Asteroids, and then there's the Sears Telegames Asteroids. And the same thing. Like here's Atlantis, Day Attack, Night Attack. Sears Telegames Baseball. I go through all boom, boom, boom. Then Atari 26 manuals, stuff. I actually put a divider in here, and that's what I have, a ColecoVision. Then it goes to 5200, then 7800, and I have miscellaneous stuff from like my Sega. All my manuals and booklets for all my video games are going to go in this. But it's actually, if you noticed, it's pretty full. I mean, it's crazy how full it is. It's like nuts. I mean, I got double copies of some games. I actually have some copies I have complete in the box. They're not brand new. The brand new games, I only have a few of them I never ever played. In fact, I think in my brand new game wise, never opened. Oh crap. I'm lucky if I have 1% of my collection is brand new games. I played almost all of them. I know I have PlayStation 1. I think I have three or four games out of the 200 games there that are still in the shrink wrap. One I know I bought 2 copies of was Spawn with the chrome inlay booklet. I actually have one of them opened and one unopened. I know for my Intellivision I have I think it's Bomb Squad. I have one. Actually, think I have one of them complete, still, and Space Spartan I bought and it was complete. So I have to get one that's loose because I'm not going to open up ones that are still shrink wrapped in the wrapper. They're the only 2 Intellivision games I have complete. All my Nintendo, all my Super Nintendo, my N64. And my Sega, all of them are open. I have no complete versions of any of them. Same thing with Sega CD, 32X, and Saturn. They all were played. Same thing with my Dreamcast. Where I have complete, like I said, is PlayStation 2. I have a couple. I got a couple Wii games that are still shrink wrapped. I bought them because the kids like, oh yeah, I'll play them, and they never did. So I'm like, okay, they still hold their value, somewhat. In fact, I was just going through the other day, and because I put the PS4 when I was on quarantine, trying to stay out of everybody's way. I went into my bedroom and I brought the PS4 in there, and I went to grab because I got it right before I got hit with the COVID. I bought a G.I. Joe game for the PS4, and I wanted to play it, and it was rough because my TV is not huge in my bedroom, and I was laying in bed and it was like my bed's far from the television. It ain't bad to watch TV, but playing games when you have to shoot, it's a pain. So I played that for a while, and I just decided watch shows. So I ended up I binge watched Superman and Lois, a show on Netflix called Squid Game, which is a Korean movie about playing kids games as sort of like, one of those death race type things. But that wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed that. Just I got so much work to do in the basement down here and go over all my, because like I still have to pretty much inventory all my board games, which I have probably over 350 board games now. What I really want to do is I want to start putting stuff up for sale. out of my garage. But I won't put it on eBay. eBay, even though I just bought a postal scale, it's, I think, right here underneath this stuff. There's my glass price guide. Yeah, I just bought this bad boy. Tired of going on eBay and weighing, saying, putting the thing as 3 pounds, where it doesn't even make a pound. And then I go, and eBay tells me that with their shipping calculator, you measure the box size, and then you go on, and the box size tells you that the shipping should be $3.90. And then you go, okay. And then you go and say, I'm mailing this first class. It should only be $3.90, and you end up paying $5.60 for it to mail the package. And it's been like over a year and a half since I think I sold the glass, maybe even 2 years. I quit selling them because I kept losing money. And then I would tell eBay, saying, you're like, well, that's because you have to use our thing in order to get shipped. I'm like, but I can't, because I can't print out the stuff from eBay, because I have a problem when I return stuff on eBay trying to print out printing labels from them. I mean, it usually takes me 20 minutes to get a label printed out on eBay now to ship stuff back if something comes in. Like the claw stuff from the guy, he didn't know that I was missing exhaust ports. So I went yesterday and I bought all the parts I needed for the second claw that came in the mail. Because he told me that the wheel was broken. It was missing the one pull-out wing. So I was like, that's fine. Those 2 parts were easy, because I saw the wheel. One guy had it for $2. The same guy actually had the wing that pulled on. That was $1.60. So I was like, okay. And the guy wanted $4 to ship. Well, after the exhaust ports, they were expensive. The exhaust ports, I bought everything off the same guy, so at least shipping wise, it didn't hurt. But the exhaust ports were like $5 a piece. And then it was, I forgot how much tax, and it came out to like $12 I paid. But the guy ended up refunding me $12 on the claw. I got that. It was missing those other 2 pieces. So I invested another $18, and I'll have 2 Cobra claws. One with the box instructions and the darker gray version. And then I'll have the other version, which was, put out here in the States, but it's like a whitish gray. The only thing that I couldn't find about that is the stickers for it. The guy I bought it off of didn't have the rights. He had other stickers on it. And when he put any of the Cobra stickers, he put them on wrong. He put them on where they're not supposed to go. So also, when I bought this other Cobra crop, the guy had extra stickers, and I was like, yay. I thought, they were clear. You just put them, nope, they were gray, so they matched the color. So I'm like, I got to get my drafting table cleared out, everything out from underneath it. There's still a ton of work to do. Oh, it would be a ton of work to do at my house. It's just because there's so much stuff that I want to get done, but I physically can't do it myself. There are some things I can do, like when I put the shelves. That was easy, because my daughter can help me do that. When it comes to putting stuff away, though, that's the hard part, because I'm not supposed to lift anything over 10 pounds. And I'm constantly moving crap that I'm not supposed to here at the house. And it bothers the hell out of me. It's one of the things that's why I wish the hell I could work. Like I said, I'd have a lot more money coming in, and I'd probably be able to put money away for other stuff, hobby-wise, that I wanted. Because I do know down the road, I will get a Showcase 22. And then I can say I actually have all the Silver Age Green Lantern books. And I would like to get the 4 issues I need of Justice League 1, 2, 3, and 4. And get Brave and the Bold 28 and 29, since I have 30. But not the prices that some of these people want. I mean, they're ridiculous. Get a copy in like very good condition, mid-grade, but not astronomically priced. Back when I started collecting, used to be able to buy Spider-Man books from the '60s, reasonably, and I wouldn't pay $1,500 back then for Final Amazing Fantasy 15, and I wouldn't pay more than because every time I went to these shows, everybody had copies, and to me, if everybody has them, they ain't that scarce, and they shouldn't be, but it's because people have them, they buy more copies, and they just put one out. It's these big companies and these big dealers, the people that are rich that have, there's guys I see that brag that I have all these, like here with YouTube, I show off my collection. There's other guys out there that have like, wait, why do you need 6 graded copies of Spider-Man #1? Why? Because you're greedy and you're rich and you got nothing better to do with your money. That's why. I'm like, any collector, one and done. That's my philosophy. I don't need 10 copies of one issue unless there's something different about the copy. Say I have the one G.I. Joe. I have a first print of it, second print, and third print. And the only reason why I have them is because I bought lots, and because I'm down and needing 8 issues for the G.I. Joe run. And a lot of the ones I have that are second printings is because of the lots, and I went through them, and it said second printing, and I had to go through, make sure, because a lot of the second prints weren't labeled. You have to actually open up the page and look on the front. But like I said, I'm down to needing 8 issues for the 150 issue G.I. Joe run. That ain't that bad. But I don't think I'll get the number 21. Not paying $100 and some for a book that was $5 for decades. I might pay 20, 30, but not 100 and some. Trying to think of what else. Still waiting on Eagle Moss for my 5 automobilias. I haven't got one in about a year. Every time I email them or call them on the phone, it's like, oh, you'll get them. I'm like, yeah, okay. I wish I could find a class action lawyer to sue, that they can do it, because they've skipped me. The 5 automobilias, don't have them. My set's 5 short. I haven't finished my Marvel chess set still, and I just went through yesterday because I got one Star Trek Starship in the mail yesterday, and I'm skipped about 16 starships now too, and it bothers me because you have a subscription. Like I said on my videos, you have a subscription service, and the people who subscribe don't get what they subscribe to, then there's something wrong.
What are these?
Just leave them alone. They're Harry Potter glasses. But
That's all?
I don't need you telling me that's all. But I think it is. I think I'm going to go shoot the Care Bear video and do the Harry Potter glasses. But as always, I thank you guys for viewing and subscribing. King Joe out.